Because that's the thing with Colombia, the District of Columbia, Columbus. We're talking about this quasi-mythical figure, supposedly. Quasi-mythical means that it's partly real. It's based in reality. Look at it. Look at the fuel from the cocaine that came from Colombia itself. It's just sugar. All the crystals that came out of South America in general. Because you got to realize a lot of those countries were one country. Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador. It's all Colombia, basically. This whole thing. You got to realize that. You got to realize this whole thing is under a massive blood sacrifice. All the dudes are basically bags of blood. It's basically what all the dudes are. All the females are being guided by these impuzas or these succubuses that are under Colombia. They all get little pieces of the blood just to stay addicted, just to stay in physical form, just to continue to lust and feel the senses. So that's what all the females are doing. They're unconsciously being pushed around by Colombia. Really, the female version of Columbus, who dominated the world. But see, we have to make it seem like it's patriarchal. We can't show you CBS, the eye, the all-seeing eye in CBS, or Columbia TriStar Pictures, or any of it. You know, Columbia Rough House Records, any of the Columbia connections. You got to realize that has everything to do with blood sacrifice, mass sacrifice, a massive pyramid of vampires with Columbia at the top, and all the males are bags of blood. All the males are being sacrificed off in the wars, in every form. You toss the seeds out when you eat a melon. You don't keep the seeds, right? You're not sprouting them or anything like that. You always discard the male, right? The male's being discarded in every fashion. That's what people need to realize, and it's creating an imbalance to where now these females have to compensate and be more masculine in their principle because of the imbalance. And then now it just creates this cycle of resent of poppy pains and mommy issues. So it really is boiling down to realizing that this thing is a major plot that has been going on for eons, if you can even bring time into it. Colombia has been sucking us all dry, male and female, forever. And you got to realize it is a sexless entity at the top, but in physical form. We're talking about physical spirit, female principle. Of course, it's a matriarchy. This world's a matriarchy. It has to appear as if it's not. The only competition for another woman is another womb man. That's it. So she has to keep pushing subtly, keep subtly pushing in small ways. You push two people together and then they have a kid. You change the whole world. You make a few occurrences change, and then you might miss a flight, and then now you're in a gate with somebody that you never knew, and you think that this is, if you're not conscious of your life and the numbers and everything going around you, it's just happenstance. It's just love, right? It's just the senses being stimulated and all that, right? People got to look beyond that, the veil of that. So it's just that real. RBud 28 text online on Amazon, 28 ebooks. You can get the PDFs through ROYALT512@yahoo.com. Again, it's ROYALT512@yahoo.com. They get the PDFs via PayPal. And just realize that, man. You got to realize that it's all a blood sacrifice, pretty much everything that we're doing, because you got to realize that we have existed before need. Because need is something that was created, and need creates the sacrifices. We create things we don't need, which makes more things we don't need. So it's just more and more sacrifice of the sexual energy, the seed just getting tossed around with no intentions of sprouting anywhere or catching anywhere to where we could develop a better species to delve into inner space. But no one's fully inhabiting